Go ahead and flaunt the fact that you have hair.
I do this to try to prevent us from looking at that instead of the camera.
It's not going to make a difference.
I mean, I find myself looking down and then back up at the camera a lot. So I figure this way I can at least have just the one thing to look at.
Or you could look at the cat. Or you could look at that goblin in the corner over there. Hi, goblin.
You see him too.
Yeah, you have a house goblin, sir.
He's not happy with me.
No, because we walk around naked all the time. It's gross. He gets jealous of your massive dog. Welcome to the Rubber Duck Syndicate. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
I know you missed me. You missed Daniel. You miss our jokes.
About goblins and wangs.
Yep, goblins and wings. Well, and I didn't say wang. I said massive dong, sir.
So perhaps you can expound upon this. What is the distinction between a wang and a dong?
The size. So I always kind of determine I say body parts. They're like how you say it really kind of depends on the size. So let's say, for instance, we can focus on, the penis, but we're not going to do that now. We'll go something a little bit more broad. Let's say breast. Breasts are universal. So that is the medical term for it. But if I said, hey, look at that. Now I'm trying to think about something.
Oh, it's going to get us canceled.
Get
us canceled.
I was thinking about that because I was like, I know that for YouTube and Spotify, if you say stuff within the first 2 minutes, you kind of get canceled, or like your stuff doesn't come out. But we'll circle back to that because I have ideas on that and I want to tell you about it. But yeah, there's a cat on my chair.
All right, I'm going to go let the cat out. You keep talking.
Yeah, I'll keep randomly talking as you're going to let the cat outside. Bye, Cheez-It. Yeah, Daniel has cats in his home. Cheez-It is very, I guess, people-friendly.
Very needy.
Yeah. Stabby is...
Reserved.
Yes, we'll go with that.
Yeah, she warms up to you gradually. So has she actually come out and said hi to you yet?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, but usually it takes, a good hour of just being quiet around her before she'll even come out to investigate you.
No, the several times I've been here, she has come out, and when I was on your couch, she has came in, just say in the lap.
Yeah, they both love to, snuggle.
Yes. They are very...
Just one of them is aggressive as hell about it.
Don't harm me!
No, she's like, I'd be sitting here just doing something with my phone, and she would come climb up on my knee and on my chest, and then begins the bonking. Just right into my chin. Pay attention to me!
Aggressive love.
Yeah.
Aggressive cuddling from the cat.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way cats work. When they want affection, they will collect it from you.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to wang versus dong and or breasts.
What time are we at right now? We are at... Are you past 2 minutes? Because I want to make sure that, to you folks out there, I want to make sure that we're getting this message out to everyone so that they understand the distinction between different ways you could say these words.
We're at about 4 minutes, by the way.
Okay, so yeah. All right, so how I determine it, and maybe you folks out there too, have different terminology for the size of an appendage or, breast or anything like that. So I would say go for breast. Breast is totally the norm. That is the medical term. That's great.
Even chickens have them.
Yes, even chickens have them. Now, if I told you oh, look at that woman's, sorry, for everyone out there, this is not, I guess, derogatory. I'm just saying this.
He says this with respect.
This is with respect. If I said oh, check out those titties. What size, I guess, titties do you think those would be?
I genuinely cannot answer that. I do not share the same, vocabulary versus size, setup that you do. Because, there are certain parts of the anatomy that, when emphasized, definitely deserve their own identifiers. Like, I'll shy away from discussing breasts at this point and say
I'll go back.
among those that have butts, which is everyone, you can have someone that has no butt to flat butt, and then at some point when that person has a booty, that is a certain size.
Yes.
And then beyond booty, there is badonkadonk.
Yep.
And then I'm sure there are other fun words for it, but badonkadonk is one of my favorite words of all time.
Yeah, because they're like, the butt is totally like, because if you said, oh, look at that person's butt, that could be like, oh, that could be any kind of thing. But when you say someone's booty, you're like, oh, that could be slightly bigger. Mm-hmm. Now, if you say someone's badonkadonk, you expect something like outrageous. But if you say someone's ass, you're like, that's going to probably be on the smaller side.
Well, that also depends on the inflection, because then you can say that ass.
Yeah, that ass.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what? I would say ass is probably the medium size. I would say booty is probably the smaller one. In my
booty is smaller than ass.
Booty is smaller than ass, but badonkadonk is bigger than ass. So I would say the category for I always gotta go large, medium, small. So large, badonkadonk. Medium, ass. Small, booty.
Yeah, and these are universal terms. Even dudes can have a badonkadonk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's some dudes out there. They are fucking caked up. I'm like, damn, dude. Like, I forgot where I was at. And I'm not traditionally an ass person, but I do give acknowledgement to the people that have a great looking ass. I forgot if I was at a store or somewhere, but there was a dude that was just
time stopped.
Yeah, this dude was caked the fuck up because he was fairly thin everywhere else, but just wang, and it went down like that. I was like, dude, how do you carry this much ass and have a 30 waist, but have an ass that's a 42? It was it was out of proportion, but it was huge. But I was like, hey, more power to you, man.
Maybe he was smuggling Virginia hams.
If you guys have never seen The Ladies' Man, do yourself a favor. Watch The Ladies' Man.
It is a movie that we all should know and quote.
Yes. So we like to do the butt. And crossword puzzles. But here, I'll go back to my determination for the breast. I would say for the small size, titty. For the medium size, boobs. For the larger size, I'd say melons.
Fruit comparison?
I'd say a fruit comparison because
melon, because it is a fruit comparison, that implies its own size. Because everyone can agree that melons have probably an average size. I mean, there's watermelons, which would be incredibly large, but all of the other melons like cantaloupes and musk melons and things like that are roughly the same size in the produce aisle.
True. So, but that's my terminology for it. Now, for we're getting back to we'll go back to penis. I would say for a smaller size, prick. For the medium size, I would say dick. And for the larger size, cock.
But you have not touched on wang or dong in this scale.
Dong will go into the larger category. Wang sits in between the small to medium. Because wang is you say wang because it's kind of fun to say. But no one's going to be like, yo, suck my wang. How many times have you said that?
Never in my life. But there is there's a movie from the 80s or 90s with Kathleen Turner and I think Nicolas Cage. It's called Peggy Sue Got Married.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the premise is that Peggy Sue goes back in time within her own life. So she's back in high school again after having lived most of her life. and so she's doing high school all over again with the knowledge that she had as an adult, and changing things that she wished she had done differently. And at one point, she is, I think, in the backseat of a car with Nicolas Cage's character, and she is, clearly intent on making some love, and she is laying on the romance
Backseat
novel,
loving.
the dialogue incredibly thick. So she says something like, like take me with your purple helmeted warrior, or something ridiculous like that. And then Nicolas Cage is breathless. He says, "You mean my Huang?" And yeah, it is a cinematic moment forever burned in my brain.
I haven't really heard what she's been up to.
Kathleen Turner?
Yes.
I think I saw her on a sitcom that was, I guess, within the last 10 years. So she's still, or at least as of about 10 years ago, she was, up and around and still acting, but I don't think she's had any major star roles. I don't know if she got sick or took time off for, family, or just retired, or if, somebody, I don't know, maybe there was a Kevin Spacey scandal. I don't know.
It could have been.
But I think she's still around just being Kathleen Turner.
Yeah, because when you brought that up, the two things that the two projects that came to my mind of hers was Cool World.
Kathleen Turner was in Cool World?
What? Yeah, because she voiced the female woman, the woman. She's like, I'm not bad. She says, I'm not bad. I was just drawn that way.
That's Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
No,
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. Is Jessica Rabbit.
We're going to have to fact check this.
Oh, we have our first conflict here, gentlemen. Yeah.
Well, no, I thought that was Cool World.
Now, Cool World was, I think, Kim Basinger, wasn't it?
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah, that was Kim Basinger, like Brad
Sorry,
Pitt.
I got my blonde women mixed up.
Yeah. So Kathleen Turner may have been the voice of Jessica Rabbit.
Yes. Okay. There we go. Thank you for correcting me. So yeah, we don't have to do any corrections because
I'm always right.
Yeah. Sure. Whatever. But also, my mom was an axe murderer.
So I Married an Axe Murderer?
Yes. Well, no, not so. My mom's a serial killer.
Serial Mom.
Serial Mom.
Yes.
Serial Mom was.
Wow, I had forgotten that movie existed.
Please. So we know that we give you a lot of recommendations of movies you should watch or go back and watch shows. Serial Mom is one of those you have to kind of go back and watch it because there are so many people in there. Because she's in there, Ricky Lake is in there, Matthew Lillard,
Lillard
is in there.
Yeah, there are a lot of very famous people now that were in that movie. Sam Waterston.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's in there too. And I'm gonna just say this: Pussy Willow. Yes.
Lucky for me, it's been so long since I've seen that movie, I have no idea what O is talking about. I don't remember that bit at all.
You're gonna.
I remember she killed a guy with an air conditioner. That's about all I remember.
Yeah, well, she did that. Spoilers.
It's a movie about a mother who is a serial killer. Quirky and charming, I know.
Yeah, because I think it came out in 93, 94.
Yeah, it was definitely unusual for its time, especially with Kathleen Turner of all people in it.
But still watch it because, she did kill someone with the AC. She did kill another woman because she kept renting the Annie movie, not rewinding it. So the woman was watching Annie. It's like, the sun will come out, and she just all to the theme song, all to the song of tomorrow, I love you. Yeah.
See, when I saw that movie, I was young enough to be traumatized by it, but not to appreciate it.
I know. I've seen it when I was younger too, but then I watched it later on too, and I was like, oh, this movie is fantastic.
Yeah, we have got so many movies now on our list of stuff we need to watch or rewatch that we are going to have to take a whole week off and just veg out on the couch.
Yeah, but we also, and I had this idea too, of movies that we're watching, we can commentate on it as we're watching. We can't show you the actual movie because we're legally not allowed to. But you can watch our, I guess, commentary on it while we're watching it. So we can set that up.
So you want to watch movies with us and hear us possibly ruin them for you?
Well, they're gonna probably understand. They're like, oh, if we tell them like, oh, we're watching such and such movie, and we're starting it right now, they can watch along with us. If we're going to do this, start doing the live streaming thing also.
Yeah, we are gradually working our way up to having a live stream. Of course, that's also we're gradually working our way up to having a routine schedule.
Typically, we just record on Thursdays.
Yes, sometime on Thursday.
Sometime on Thursday, and then we release it to you, the audience, on Tuesday, so that you kind of know you're behind the match. You're in the scenes now with us.
Gives us time to do all of our meticulous editing that we're famous for.
Hey, we do a good job on it.
I mean, we haven't had any copyright strikes yet.
Kind of, just like a little bit. Do you have anything that you want to bring up, sir?
I think I might still have a couple things on my list from last time. Hang on.
Because I have a couple of things that I thought about within the last week or so that I could bring up if you didn't have anything.
Let's see.
Again, folks, we want to give you the best possible show, so we come up with notes on our own to bring up different subjects so we can talk about
So
it.
yeah, I've got two topics.
All right.
The first is red censorship bars. I have been seeing this a lot. Like I'm not plugged into many of the social media outlets right now, but I do occasionally scroll Facebook on my phone, and I see lots of postings, or I guess they're just excerpts from other sites. But usually it's like a screenshot of Tumblr or Twitter or something. It's some other site that has had a conversation, and so you're seeing witty conversation and the threads and the replies and all that. But there's been this trend over the last I don't know how long it's been going on, but I've just started noticing it really in the last few weeks of covering up certain words with these little red censorship boxes, just covering up completely. So you can usually infer what the word is because it's usually a short word like a curse word, but they're also using these to do the sort of censorship that now internet video is famous for, saying words like unalive and all that, like the words that the algorithm punishes you for saying, even if you have a perfectly legitimate reason to use them and are talking about something. But I've seen some of these memes that get reposted and like they blocked out certain words. Like, okay, if you block that word out, I have no idea what this means. And at some point, I mean, the internet has everybody on it. There's not like a kid's internet and an adult's internet.
No, it's just internet.
Yeah, and I get wanting to protect the impressionable youths as much as possible,
And not to like offend some people out there.
yeah, but at some point, you have to be able to speak. You have to be able to say things even if they're offensive. And there are upper limits on that. You can't just go out and advocate for crimes against groups of people. That's bad.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that you will get your ass beat if you just start walking out and yelling the N-word just everywhere. Nachos!
You said it.
Oh no, I say it all the time.
You're allowed to say it.
Damn nachos.
Where was I?
You're talking about censorship?
Oh yeah. So the red bars. We are at the point now where either people are censoring themselves before they share this content, or there's some sort of AI algorithm that is putting these red bars up and censoring content. We are at the point now where we are on the verge of losing the meaning of whatever we're talking about.
Yeah.
When it becomes so obfuscated that you're not sure what the heck we're saying, that's too much censorship.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about because of the trend of it I've been seeing for like saying unalive or
I hate these words so
like
much.
the unalive one or saying the pew pew, or there's several different ones where I guess whatever censorship comes out there, they're like, oh, we flagged your video because you said this.
And the fact that we know what these new words mean means that we have not at all stopped talking about the thing that they're trying to censor. We've just put a different title on it, one that sounds ridiculous.
Yeah. And the fact of they're getting censored because I guess there's so many other people out there that have the voice and platform out there where they're like, oh, we can talk about this freely because like I have a choice, I have a channel, I have a voice, I want to talk about these particular things where it can really impact their lives or impact their community or impact wherever they live. They have to talk about that stuff, but they're like, oh well. I don't want to hear this, so your video can go up, but we're also not going to promote it a lot because you said this word and I don't like that word.
And also there's the problem of censorship while sharing. Like, that is really evident in these particular memes on Facebook. Is someone has seen this conversation somewhere else on the internet and thought that it was, worthy of sharing, to someone else or putting on some other public feed. But they decided that they were going to cover up those words, or somebody, between the person that wrote those words and the person that has made them available for other people to see somewhere else on the internet, that red censorship idea comes like, so someone that says, okay, yeah, I like what you're saying, and I'm going to share what you're saying, but my version of what you're saying.
Yeah, which a lot of people have been doing. So they'll get stories from other people who made a very clear story, but they're like, oh, well, I don't want to say this word or this, so I'm going to take what you're saying and I'm going to just kind of twist your words a little bit.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, but you could just share that story, but instead you're like, oh, I'm going to do my version of your story so I can not give credit to you, but I'm going to get all the recognition for it.
And there is such a thing as editorial good taste. I mean, there are parts of many stories and many bits of text that you can leave out that do not affect the meaning or overall theme of what you're sharing. Mm-hmm. And sometimes there's just absolutely gross stuff out there that nobody really needs to see. But on the other hand,
yeah, like coconut lovers.
The idea of protecting people from words is absurd. I mean, the dirty words, the seven dirty words you can't say on television. Or on the radio.
Yeah,
George Carlin's famous routine. Those words, I mean, it doesn't hurt anyone to hear those words. Some people might object to it, but only because they've been taught by others that those words are somehow bad, but they're just words. You can't, injure somebody by repeatedly shouting shit at them.
Yeah.
You can't cripple somebody by calling them a motherfucker at the top of your lungs.
Oh, like if we had that power, if you kept calling someone a motherfucker, you just like take their ability away, be like, motherfucker, and they're like, oh no, I can't produce insulin anymore.
Yeah, they're not like the killing words from Dune.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I also think about it as like, so these words are maybe problematic, but they really aren't. But who are you protecting now? Now, if the people that are younger, say from the age of 10, and they've been growing up, and now age up to 20, someone tells them like, oh yeah, like I had a friend that committed. Because I think I'm blank. I'm doing the video this time. Get ready. I'm going to use the word. So if you have a friend that committed suicide, now like you told like somebody who's like in their 20s, they're like, what? They won't know what the word means. They're like, you don't know what's unalive. They're like, oh, like it's part of life. These are things that actually happen. People that have are out there. There are people that are racist that say, hurtful words all the time. You're still out there.
But the idea of regulating speech is also a very Orwellian thing.
Yeah. We are in the 1984 book.
Yeah.
It really sucks. Because even think about it more, they've implemented I forget what they call them now. Like they're at like all the streetlights now, where they take your photo, like they take photos of your car,
Oh, the automated license plate readers and stuff.
No, beyond that, like
Well, yeah, the automated license plate readers already collect. I mean, even just the license plate reading is a privacy problem. But the fact that they also take pictures of your car and note down the model and the color and an image of who's driving.
yeah, like so those ones were set up for people that were, I guess, constantly running red lights. These ones are ones that are just collecting data on everyone.
Oh yeah, I was furious the first time I discovered there was a parking lot at the gym I used to go to, and I had a problem like the ticket. I went in once and the machine for some reason did not print a ticket. Like the arm was up, and so I went into the parking lot and did not get a ticket. So I couldn't get out because I needed a ticket to validate to get out. So I was talking to the service people through the intercom on the kiosk to get out. And they said, about what time did you come in? And I told them, and they apparently pulled up a feed and saw that, oh yeah, I'm in the same car that I'm, they're looking at me on a camera. I'm in the same car now. So they had a camera that was, taking or checking license plates and, taking an image of the car for every car that came in there. And you can't opt out of that. You don't even know about that until after you get the ticket, even if and it might not even say that at all on the ticket. And I definitely did not opt in to having my license plate scanned.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely have those out there where it's taking your license plate, your car model, but they're actually looking inside the car too. So they're like, oh, we've seen this car go by here 20 times in the last 6 months. It's always the same driver, and they're like, yeah, this person's associated with this car. So now, I guess it's supposed to help someone, but it's not helping the common people. It's just helping the bigger companies collect data on you.
And then there's major abuses of that by law enforcement because law enforcement agencies can buy that data from these third-party companies, and that way they don't have to have any kind of warrant for anything. So that they are sifting through tons of probably illegally, but at the very least immorally collected data, and they can do that. They can track people. Now this is how they there was there's stories like in states like Texas where they've outlawed another word we're probably going to have to bleep.
Oh yeah.
They've outlawed certain medical procedures. They would use these automated license plate readers to track the travel of people that were going out of the state to get these medical procedures done.
I hate the fact that that exists and that's happening. You know what? We'll move on.
Back to talking about dongs.
I don't know. I talk about dongs all the time in my own mind. I don't think you want to talk any more about them. Did you have anything else, or I can bring up something?
I had one more. Oh, mean song lyrics. This is just something I remembered a song that was stuck in my head for a little while, a few days back, and the lyrics of the song are just they're absolutely hurtful.
Okay.
And so I'm wondering, if you have any other songs that you can think of that have particularly nasty lyrics. The one I'm thinking of is a song by the band Kid Creole and the Coconuts, one of my favorite bands, and the song is called "Annie, I'm Not Your Daddy."
Okay.
And the entire premise of the song, all the lyrics of the song, is this guy explaining to this girl named Annie that he's not her father, or that he can't be her father, because at the end he gets the one line, "Because if I was in your blood, you wouldn't be so ugly."
Damn.
Yeah, you are too ugly. You couldn't possibly be my kid. Can you think of a meaner song lyric than that? And also, this is a really jaunty tune. It's one you can groove to, and it's mean as hell.
Yeah, but I guess it's so jaunty that you're just kind of you're bopping your head. And you're
You're singing a lot. Because if I was in your blood, you wouldn't be so ugly. What?
Yeah. Well, there's the fact that I guess for myself and a lot of people out there, when you're listening to music, sometimes you really listen to the beat of the song and not the lyrics. And then you go back and listen to the lyrics, you're like, oh, these are a lot darker than whatever it is, or a lot more mean than what it should be.
Yeah, because this is it's like Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. Only, what if Michael Jackson, or what if the lead singer was a complete asshole?
Well, with Billie Jean, he was doing it in I guess, a little bit more courteous way, where he's like,
Yeah, he was not speaking directly to Billie Jean.
yeah.
He was addressing rumors that Billie Jean was his lover and that the kid was his son.
And he's like, no, that's not mine. And like, there are many reasons why that kid is not my son. I would have to think about that, but honestly, folks out there, if you think of some mean lyrics from some songs,
comment, let us know, because this is a topic that I feel we could explore to great lengths.
oh yeah, like I'll definitely look into it myself because I can't think of any off the top of my head.
And even better if they're mean song lyrics set to like a really upbeat song.
Yeah, not like, and I would specify not dark lyrics. I mean something that is mean.
Yeah, like because we know that there are all kinds of songs where the lyrics don't match the feel of the song, which is why you get wedding receptions where they play "Every Breath You Take" and "Time After Time."
Yeah, because people are not paying attention to what's really going on. You're like, go back and listen to those lyrics. And even if you don't listen to the lyrics, go back to the artist because they talk about this song many times about like, yes, this song is about this. I wrote this because of this heartbreak. And this is going on because of this. Yeah, Cyndi Lauper is fantastic. I always love Cyndi Lauper.
It's hard not to.
Yeah, because she just wants to have fun.
All girls do.
Yeah, all girls want to have fun.
And the awful thing is, that song, she didn't write it. It was written by a dude.
What? All
Girls just want to have fun. I've heard the demo. It's really weird.
I can see that, but that's also like what really happens happened a lot in the 80s and 90s. A lot of their songs were written by someone
still
else.
happens.
Yeah, it still happens right now because like it's fascinating to see some musicians. You're like, oh, this is a great song. I love hearing it, and then you realize like, oh, this was written by 7 people.
Yeah, and then sometimes I'll find out that bands that I like, the reason that I like these multiple bands is because they're singing songs by the same songwriter.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, no, so I don't actually like the bands. I like the person writing the songs.
Okay, I'm going to bring up something that's really funny that we talked about. Air Bud.
Oh no!
All right, so for our millennials out there. You remember the Air Bud series.
There's like 13 of them?
There was technically, I want to say, like at least 10. Because we looked up Air Bud, because we were talking about Air Bud for some reason. Talked about the fact that we were saying that, like, oh, like it says nothing in the rule book that a dog can't do this. Mm-hmm. Because Air Bud has played basketball. They have done hockey. They've done volleyball.
Probably football.
I think I already said like they did basketball, football. They did volleyball.
Did all the major sports.
They did soccer. They did pretty much all the major sports.
I would like to see Air Bud luge.
Yeah, we were coming up with some of the concepts of different sports that Air Bud can do. So luge can be one of them.
It's a poor terrified dog strapped to his sled. And first place goes to the terrified dog who shit on the track.
Air Bud MMA. Air Bud boxing.
Air Bud Muay Thai.
Air Bud Muay Thai. Air Bud kickboxing. I'm not sure if they did hockey. Hockey could be one of those too. Air Bud cross country skiing. Now here.
Air Bud decathlon.
Now, if they did Air Bud dog sledding, would Air Bud be one of the dogs running, or would Air Bud be the person like that's on the sled?
There's nothing in the rules that says a dog can't be the one driving the sled.
I want that. I just want.
It's the most recursive Air Bud. It's like Air Bud squared would be the proper sequel number.
But the Air Bud series has gone out of control because Air Bud has done, I think, at least 6 different sports. And then somewhere in that timeline, because I didn't know about it until like I looked it up, and I'm pretty sure most of you didn't know about it. I guess Air Bud or Bud had kids.
Yeah, apparently they have acknowledged that dogs don't live forever within the Air Bud franchise.
Yes. So Bud had, I think, like 5 or 6 kids, pups, and these pups are going on crazy ass adventures because I think they went to space. I think they got superpowers.
Historically, putting dogs in space doesn't end well.
I think they went to space. I think they got superpowers. I think they became like lifeguards or something. It's gone all over the place, and I want Disney to bring back more Air Bud shit. Just like
Find like the least appropriate enterprise for dogs to take part in and make that movie.
Air Bud bartender.
There's a meme when I was talking about
We'll put it right here.
Finding out that your attorney was Air Bud, attorney at Paw, which is a great joke.
I hate that works so much.
Yeah.
But
then there's all sorts of great ground for crossovers. You know, you could have Air Bud crossing over with Saw, have the dogs like put people in traps, and yeah, we could make the horror movie Air Bud.
Oh my goodness, we just came across a great idea.
Disney, we're waiting for your call.
We know you're running out of ideas because like you're making live action versions of movies that are kind of current because I believe at the time of this recording, I believe the live action Moana movie will be out. I know.
And I'm sure there are people complaining that she's not white enough.
Well, it's not so much that, like, because I think the original Moana movie probably came out, I want to say, like, 8 years ago. It might have been 10 years
I think
ago.
it's closer to 10. It's probably 15, and we're just old and can't admit it.
Well, we'll just say 10 because, like, they also had, like, Moana 2 that came out within the last, like, 5 years. But they're like, you know what we need? A live-action Moana. And
I don't understand how any of the live-action Disney versions, Disney makes live-action movies, but the live-action versions of their animated movies, which for the most part are considered classics.
Yeah.
I mean, Disney does not have a lot of obscure animated movies. They're mostly ones that everybody knows and most people love.
Yeah, but they're also taken from stories that are existed for a long time. Because Disney ones themselves probably are not completely original. Like Pixar ones.
Pixar used to be original until Disney bought them.
Yes. And then they're like, hey, we need you to pump out Toy Story 8. Because that might exist at some point now. Because they did the 5th one. I think it came out this year.
It's just going to be a VR headset. That's the whole movie. As a kid, just sitting there.
Well, no, the most recent one was it's the 5th one, and the toys are
they're uniting against an educational tablet or something.
Yes,
yeah.
They're like fuck you tablet, and they're like,
and then they gradually learn to accept it, or maybe they'll throw us a curveball. Maybe Disney will have them destroy the tablet.
It could be, but there was I did see memes where. When the original Toy Story came out, they're like, oh, if you were, 8 years old when the original Toy Story came out, you are now, I think, 30, it's like 39. You're like 39 if...
Yeah, no, the one that always hits me is The Matrix. Came out in 1999.
Yeah. That one doesn't hit me as hard. Because I was like, I knew when The Matrix came out, but the original Toy Story, I think, came out in 95.
That was before The Matrix?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the original one came out, I think, 94, 95. And then, the follow-up one was, 99. And then, another, 6 years later. So it's been going on for 30-plus years. So the original people that they probably made the movie for are now parents, if they had kids.
And this is actually one of the things that I like about the extraordinarily long reach of some media franchises is that now we have the opportunity to go back to shows or movies that I loved as a kid, and we can see what happened. We can see news stories based on like the lives of those people in those shows now, and you can tell completely different stories. Or if in the case of, say, the Power Rangers, you can completely miss the boat and you can just tell another Power Ranger story for children with old people in it.
Oh, you mean the one that they released on Netflix?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw the first like 10 minutes. I was like, nope.
I watched it. It was pretty decent.
They had such a great opportunity to actually go into the lives of, adult Power Rangers that have been like retired or whatever. But no, there's just the same old monster fighting stuff, wasn't it?
Well, no, they kind of dug into so. I will. I guess I'll spoil some of it for you. So you remember I believe the actress that played the original Yellow Ranger
Tui Tran, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Might have been mispronouncing
We'll
that.
put a picture of her up here. But she passed away shortly after she left the show. Like she died, I believe this was maybe 98. So they acknowledged that in the new show that was on Netflix, where she got killed in a battle, but she had a daughter
who became the new Yellow Ranger, right? Yeah.
But they also showed the Power Rangers in their older lives. So they're okay, Billy's character is a multi-millionaire because he has a lot of tech stuff. Zach's
which he totally didn't reverse engineer from Zordon's technology.
Yeah. And then Zach has his own business doing whatever. So they show them actually being adults and not going out and fighting monsters the entire time. But they what it led up to was her daughter finding a morpher, finding that out, and then Billy making a Robo Rita Repulsa.
Why would he do that?
It's all over the place, sir. You have to kind of watch it on your own to find out.
Okay, out of morbid curiosity, I might have to go back to this. But
yeah.
I have heard that there is at least one show in Japan, which is in the same theme as Power Rangers, where they've actually done this. They've been, there's mothers that have superpowers and have to juggle childcare with fighting demons.
I'm going to tell you about this. So a good friend of mine, Mike, or Teddy. Hi, Teddy, if you watch.
Not Mike.
I think legal, government name is Mike, but he likes to go by Theodore. So Teddy told me about this, where they follow there's three former Rangers. There was a yellow, a pink, and one of the blues, and they're all in their motherhood. So they're all in their maybe in their mid-30s, 30s and 40s. But they also have small children, but they also have to balance, being a Power Ranger at different times. But they were all from different eras of Power Ranger. One was from Samurai, one was from Speed
Oh, so they were actually Power Rangers?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't realize it was I thought this was just another show that had the same theme.
No,
that's actually the Super Sentai people.
Yeah, so they were all former Power Rangers or the Sentai people, and they were from different eras. But they're all still mothers, and they're oh, we have to do this while we're fighting this and make sure our kids are all right.
Yeah, I never watched Power Rangers past really a few episodes in the first the beginning series. Mm-hmm. The original Power Rangers. I wasn't I didn't follow the show at all, so I don't know if they ever actually showed do they show Power Rangers retiring? Do they give the power back? Is there a process for that?
It really depends on which version you were watching. So when I was watching the original one, because I love the original one. So 3 of the Rangers end up leaving. There's a whole story behind it. 3 of them end up leaving because behind the scenes they wanted more money, and they're "Fuck you! We're going to keep all the money, so we're going to kick you out."
Yeah, so we don't need you.
We don't need you. We can get some other young people to replace them. So they got 3 other replacements. What they said in the show was, "Oh, these 3 are going for a peace summit or a peace thing where they're trying to spread peace all across the world." We're they're going to go out, but we're going to replace them with these other 3 Rangers.
We're sending superpowered warriors to promote peace.
Yes, but further on, when they were wanting to replace other Rangers, they're oh, these other Rangers are leaving because X, Y, and Z.
They're going to a farm upstate.
So most of the time, like they would tell, like when they would get new Rangers, it's because like a new power came or like Zordon wasn't there and their new powers, so they had to pick new Rangers. But some of the old ones would show up occasionally in the show, just like as they like, hey, it's Adam, ah! And then like they morph and then they leave. So they always gave a reason why they would leave.
And the reason was never to fit the footage from the Japanese show.
Well, that's the easy part because when they were doing the Japanese part, like it was just always the Rangers fighting at some factory. Like it was never like most of the time it was like never in the city. Like if they were fighting in the city or like somewhere was like within school, like that was filmed there for the American version. But when it was like showing like the big morph scenes and shit like that, that
Whenever
was
the
always-
monsters
yeah.
and the robots came out.
Yeah, that was really better. Oh, how are we on time, sir?
How are we on time? We are at 45 minutes.
Oh, you know what? I'll save my other stuff for next time because we don't want to occupy all your time.
Yeah, we don't want to overwhelm you with the sheer awesomeness of the Rubber Duck Syndicate.
Yeah, because then we want to hear your determination on penis size and how you would categorize it.
Also, mean song lyrics.
Mean
and
song lyrics.
Power Ranger lifestyles.
Yeah, I guess Power Rangers lifestyles or like what version of Power Rangers you enjoyed.
Or was there another show? Like, were you one of the superhuman samurai cyber squad?
VR troopers. We are VR.
And on that note, bye!
They're like, oh, you got your okay, that's cute.
That's usually, let me know when it launches. I'll like and subscribe. By the way, like and subscribe, folks.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to say that.
Yeah, like,
Feels
subscribe.
dirty.
Like, subscribe, hit buttons, hit bells, do dinglings and things like
Remember us.
that. Remember me.